Hello and welcome to Lima Senior, where we have the Lima Cup between the Thunderbirds out of Lima Central Catholic and the Lima Senior Spartans. Hi everybody, Garrett Mansfield next to Mark Shine tonight as we're ready for two good basketball teams that go at it. One of these parting treats to the regular season.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's the last game of the regular season for LCC. It is the next last game for Lima Senior, weather permitting. They're going to head down to Huber Heights. They're both, it's a community game. Everybody, the gym's full, the place sold out here like Thursday or whatever it was. It's a big night for Lima basketball and a chance to showcase the talent in the community.
Well, let's take a peek inside what it's going to take to win this basketball game, and that's brought to you by the State Bank. State Bank for all of your banking and financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Now, Mark, let's start with the visitors with LCC.
Well, let's look at Thunderbirds. First of all, I put 50s up here, and the reason for that is they need to keep this game into the 50s. If you look at the last 15 years, the winning team has scored 63 points or more. Last year, LCC won. It was an overtime game. They scored 56 and won the game. It's a game that if it gets into an up-and-down, track-meet type game, it favors Lima Senior. LCC wants the game to be in the 50s somewhere. And next play, Lima Senior is very flashy. They splash a lot of threes. They get a lot of dunks. You can't do anything about that if you're Lima Central Catholic. Let's move on and make the next play so it doesn't turn into a run of multiple plays back to back to back. And finally, get back. If you don't get back and defend a transition game, Lima Senior is going to be out running. They're going to get those transition dunks, or they're going to get three-point field goal attempts when you're not back to play defense on them. So make sure you get back defensively.
On the other side of the coin for the 18-2 home Spartans, what are the three things that you're keying in on?
Well, first of all, their defense creates their offense. They are very good at man-to-man defense head up, and they're also very good at getting traps and steals and taking the ball in transition and doing some very positive things with that. The second, their bench is very good, and Coach Simpson does a really good job of using it. They have 7 guys who can start for most teams. He's going to play those 7 guys, keep the pressure on throughout the course of the basketball game, and make the score up-tempo as much as they can. And finally, it's not Valentine's Day anymore. Don't show LCC any love. It's in your gym. You've got an advantage talent-wise, at least on paper. Don't show any love. Come out in the beginning of the game and take off and make things happen from the first quarter on.
And that is your look inside of things here at Lima Senior. As you see, a packed house, and we're getting ready for tip-off. It's coming your way next on WOSN. Welcome back to Lima Senior, where our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Adams County for more than 100 years, with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton. Starting lineups being read aloud here at Lima Senior, the T-Bird lineup, and before the Spartan lineup, here's Lima Senior's starters tonight, and this is a crew been able to fill the cup quite a bit, averaging 77 points a game.
That they do. They get up and down the floor, but as we talked about in our pregame, it all starts off of their defense. Coach Simpson has always preached defense, and when they can make defensive stops and get out in transition, then they are especially dynamic.
You look at the leading scorer in this lineup. That belongs to Sean Foster, the sophomore, scoring 18 a game. But Jaquel Cotton, the senior, at 16 points tonight, has been red hot.
That is true. He had a 10 three-point field goal game just recently. He's been really stroking it well from the three-point line.
Let's take a look at the LCC starting 5. Head coach Sean Powell. And their 5, it starts with junior Jordan Pretty, putting up over 20 points a game. He is feeling it well, but his supporting cast is young, but they are very athletic and talented.
Well, they've added 2 really talented freshmen. So Zod Burton, number 3, has started all year long, and recently he's inserted Jeff Williams into his starting lineup. 2 talented freshmen to go with the sophomore Parker, the 2 juniors.
Yeah, those juniors alongside Pretty. Drew Peaster gets the nod tonight, the 6'4 junior. And those freshmen, as we mentioned, complemented by sophomore Brady Parker. There's your 5 on the lineup for both sides, and the production just continues. And this is an event every single year.
And that's a fact. Obviously, Lima Senior has won more games in the series. Then they were on a 10-game win streak before LCC won last year. A dynamic game in overtime. And it's been a great series. Let's talk about the officiating crew for just a moment. Our crew tonight, very veteran crew. That would be Clay Ehrman, Joshua Fries, and Joshua Felix.
Everybody's in place, in position. All that is left to do is throw that ball up in the air. Lima Senior is 18-2, coming off the Toledo City League Championship on Thursday with the win over Start. LCC, one of the hottest teams in our area. They've won 8 in a row, and L started with a win at home against Bluffton, and that feels like a whole different team since that game, Mark.
I think that's accurate. As the young players have matured for Coach Powell and gotten better and better, they're going to be challenged, obviously, with this very talented Lima Senior team tonight, but it is an LCC team which continues to get better. Jordan Pretty, 20-plus points per game, strokes it from the three-point line, and is really smooth and talented player, and is getting physically bigger as he matures.
At center circle for the opening tap, Jaquel Cotton. He'll go up against Drew Peaster, and the Spartans hold on to it early, and we're underway. All the anticipation now melts off, and we are in the moment here at Lima Senior. Lima Cup 2025 taking place. Addy to the corner for Boog Wilson. Offensive board in the putback, and there is Jaquel Cotton picking right up where he's left off for the game's opening points.
Offensive rebound basket inside. That's something that the T-Birds will have to can deal with. There's a turnover.
Here's Willie Foster. Takeoff flight 0, but he can't finish the dunk. And here comes LCC. No harm, no foul. Pretty with the rebound on the loose ball, and Jordan Pretty with the game-tying deuce.
Come right back at attack, and here's Cotton.
Long three, buries it from outside a thermal garden window and door. 3-point play.
You just got to go out and pick him up farther up on the floor. That's something we talked about in our pregame. You got to play defense on the entire length of the floor, and they just didn't get out and play him that time.
Zod Burton takes some contact. We'll have our first whistle of the night. Burton a little slow to get up. And the whistle is going to go against Willie Foster. His team's first of the first quarter.
And he is not doing very well right now. He has struggled on that leg, and you can see him hobbling out as he goes to shoot his free throws.
Trip to the Lee's famous recipe free throw line.
Shoots 70% there. He averages 11 points a game as a freshman. And see our veteran officiating crew, Mr. Ehrman's having a talk with him. Are you okay? And he's going to be okay to shoot free throws. And his coach did not put a sub at the scorer's table.
First one up and away falls in for Burton. Early buckets, and
Yeah, here comes that sub too.
He's really laboring.
Yep. And we're a minute 8 seconds into this to lose your second leading scorer.
And he hits both and allows the clock to stop. You get the change in there. Jackson White into the contest for the T-Birds, first sub of the game.
Jackson's a 6'2 sophomore, was a starter in some games this year, and you can see Assad heads over to talk to the trainer and see what they can figure out on his left ankle.
Mariatti brings the ball up the floor for the Spartans.
4-man zone, playing man-to-man out front on Sean Foster. You can see right there, Williams out playing him man-to-man, the other 4 playing zone.
And they are able to find inside Willie Foster.
Right down the leg. He did not get the backside defender over in time to guard that.
Brady Parker off on the wing. And LCC doing a good job covering up Pretty, and they almost cause a turnover here. Williams gets halfway down the key, gets his own miss between the trees. Look at this, Jeff Williams. And the putback grabbed by Lima Senior. Quickly ahead in the flush for Sean Foster, the Wapak 4 dunk. And a quick response, Parker for 3, rattles it home for the T-Birds.
That is huge to come back and get that. Parker's now made 16 three-point field goals on the season.
Barely get a chance to get our eyes up on the other side of the floor before a 3 goes from Cotton. Now Parker steps into another. And that tempo is going to stay up for now, Mark, and I think there's Foster, lets it go. Parker with the rebound, but when those shots don't go, that
Right.
usually is a signal that the legs aren't underneath yet.
I think it's a little bit faster pace than the T-Birds would like to play. I'm not talking about playing slow for them, but they don't want to play at the pace the Lima Senior does. There's going to be a foul out front.
And they're going to actually call 5 seconds. It turns into a turnover for the T-Birds.
Yeah, the call was made by the official at the bottom, and you can't see him on our screen. I couldn't see him either with the crowd in the way, and I was anticipating foul, and he had a different call.
Here's the inbound for Foster. And the long skip pass. Cotton finds Addy and a rejection. Jordan Pretty. Look at that again.
Pretty at 6'2", climbed the ladder, knocked the ball out of bounds. That flashing down the middle of the four-man zone has been a problem for LCC.
5-minute mark of the first. Coming in from the inbound for the Lima Senior.
Williams is hugging Foster. Literally got his arms around him.
Doesn't want him to have any space to catch the basketball.
He is not just face guarding him. He is in his shorts right now. He is not going to let Foster get the ball.
Foster.
You know, that'll shoot you out of it.
Cotton with the big hit. 5-point lead for the Spartans. Largest lead early in the game. He's knocked down a couple of shots outside. There's a turnover for LCC. Now the Thunderbirds look to settle things down on the other end.
It's the first turnover, but fortunately for them, it's a dead ball turnover. It's not one that turns into a run out.
Mariatti will back things away. Now Cotton steps into another tray, knocks it down. He took contact. He's got 3 triples early in this game.
It's just become a pick your poison. You know, we're going to make sure that Sean Foster doesn't beat us, but then you've got Cotton knocking down threes from the 19-foot line arc.
And there's a foul out on the perimeter. Williams trying to look for some space. We're going to get Addy for his first.
Here's a good sign if you're LCC because Burton's back into the game. See how effective he can be, but he's back in the game anyway. He might well be the man-up defender because Williams came out of the game.
He'll handle it here. Out to Peaster, and now the hand for Parker. He's able to dip his way inside. Get one off the glass.
The maturity of Brady Parker as a basketball player this year. And
quick three.
Didn't get back in time to guard him. Didn't get him picked up.
Sean Foster on that last tray.
4 threes already for the Spartans. We've only played 4.5 minutes.
And now Pretty steps into one, and he nails one.
They're 2 for 3 from the arc, and we're going to get a timeout.
We'll take it also. A Metzger Financial Services timeout on the floor. We'll be back at Lima Senior. There's an early lead for the Spartans, but LCC knocking things down. Coming out of the Metzger Financial Services timeout. 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com for your financial future today. And out of that timeout, Jaquel Cotton picks up where he left off, his 4th three-pointer of this opening quarter.
Not just a left wing shooter, he can go to the right wing and stroke him as well. LCC stayed in their box and 1 defense, and Cotton is just ripping it right now.
Right now and there's a loose ball. This could be danger. Picked up from Deshaun Greer, and he lost the handle. Picked up by Williams on the loose ball. And now LCC to the half court. Pretty, quick fire on the 3. No, Cotton with the board. And the Spartans with a long 3. Cotton again. It's a 12-point lead. He is feeling it. And there's a steal right away. Foster will draw a foul.
It is the Jaquel Cotton show right now. Just saw him right there, and then the steal by Sean Foster, heads to the rim, draws contact, and we'll get free throws.
And now Foster to the line for a pair.
Go ahead, sorry, Jared.
75% shooter at the line.
Third turnover, second live ball turnover, turns into a made free throw and possibly another one.
First one goes down, and a pair at the Lee's free throw line. And there they're capitalizing on so far what you said early, Mark, that no love lost.
Absolutely.
And Lima Senior enforcing their will early. Here's Pretty. Off balance, Parker going for the rebound, and last touch to Spartan. At the stoppage, 2 new Spartans come into the game.
Simpson and Deshad Greer checked in at the timeout. We talked about that 7-man rotation that Coach used. He's just keeping fresh bodies on the floor right now. Pretty looks.
That's going to be a big advantage for the Spartans. Being able to go a little deeper. Backdoor look, and look at the unselfish play. Able to find Peaster, but can't finish.
The size was too much inside. He had to double clutch it.
Noah Simpson unloads. Long rebound found by Boog Wilson. Now Simpson drives again. Floater goes down. And now Lima Senior. And they're going to have to deal with the answer for Jordan Pretty, but it's a quick answer.
Yeah, got through the press. Pretty was able to post up on the block and score.
Long three, Wilson, and Boog from outside.
Spartans are 7 of 10 from the arc.
One of those nights, and the ball pried away from Pretty and stolen. And we're going to get a carry called against the Spartans.
Hesitation, dribble, and cup the ball. It's a good call by our officiating crew. Just a second Spartan turnover with 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
A blistering pace here early. Lima Senior has made some hay outside the arc.
Garrett Ashad Burton's back in the locker room now. He tried to play for a moment and left. That's going to be a turnover. And went to the locker room.
That's going to be a big missing piece for the Thunderbirds.
Oh, he's back. He's actually on the sideline, on the floor. Couldn't see him on the bench.
Oh.
He's kind of hidden in the crowd over there, trying to stretch that left ankle out and get it feeling better.
We're already in a sea of red, and down there with with LCC wearing those.
Xavier Purnell, number 12 for Lima Central Catholic, checks into the game.
Spartans will walk it up with Boog Wilson. Handoff for Addy. Backdoor look towards Foster's, but he is covered up by Wilson, so Addy takes off himself, lost the handle, and is out of bounds. LCC with it, and their full court pressure causing problems. Another turnover. Here is a 3 on the way from Foster. Pretty with the rebound. They'll push it up ahead. And man, that ball has just gotten slippery the last minute or two.
It did. And what our officiating crew is saying, too many Spartan coaches are up on the sideline. Head coach is allowed to be up. Assistant coaches have to be seated when the ball is in play. Burton's back in the game.
There he is, going to give it a go.
Try it again.
50 seconds left in this opening quarter. LCC looking for some valuable points here at the close of the quarter. Wilson jumps into a 3 and clangs off. Rebound collected by Sean Foster. Maybe Lima Senior, I'd like to say they're going to play for the last shot, but they played so quickly. That's probably not good wisdom, but they were able to draw a foul with 33 seconds to go. Noah Simpson got right to the rack.
Well, when they got that rebound, Coach Simpson was saying push it. He wanted to get more scoring opportunities in the quarter yet. That will put Noah Simpson at the free throw line.
So Simpson puts up 8 a game. Shoots 69% at the free throw line. We'll fire this one in. Good. As a team, that 69% is what Lima Senior stands at.
No, Simpson has started a few games for Lima Senior this year, but he and Deshaun Greer have been excellent coming off the bench and just giving. I think Coach has 7 starters, quite honestly.
And he showcased that early in this game. But what we've seen early in this first quarter, it is just how lethal Jaquel Cotton can be outside. He has been the difference maker for the Spartans. And Quatman almost lost his handle and a foul. But it looks like they're going to get Foster. T-Birds will head to the line.
Official said he hit him in the top of the head trying to get to the rim.
Early stages of this one still. Clock is stopped, and the T-Birds have a chance to add or cut into the lead. First free throw for Jackson White is off. White, the sophomore, a little better than 3 points a game for the Thunderbirds. And he misses the second, and the rebound knocked out of Pretty's hands and collected by Lima Senior. Now it looks like the Spartans will play for the final shot of the quarter. 3 ball on the way. Sean Foster took some contact. Offensive rebound. Addy put back. No good. And a heave at the horn and off the backboard from Lima Central Catholic. But we're at 33-14 at the end of one. We'll take the break and return to Lima Senior on WOSN. Our instant replay tonight at Lima Senior is Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every single day with Ultimate Outdoor Space. Outdoor. And our 3-point sponsor is Thermalguard Window and Door. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. First quarter action in the books. And Mark, the Spartans put the pedal down pretty quickly in terms of getting the ball off very fast, short possessions. With a shot clock, that'd even be acceptable.
Yeah, each team took 8 2-point field goal attempts in the opening quarter. LCC made 3, Lima Senior made 4. LCC is 2 of 6 from the 3-point line. Lima Senior 7 of 12 from the 3-point line. Spartans made all 4 of their free throws. LCC made half of their 4. Lima Senior with 11 rebounds to 7, and 6 turnovers for LCC, 3 for Lima Senior opening quarter.
T-Birds start the second quarter with the ball, playing it down in the post. And here goes Pretty, and he's going to draw contact for Boog Wilson on the perimeter. And they'll inbound from the sideline after the first foul of the quarter. They're going to get, again, Wilson his first.
Well, the official, if you are a referee, that is called impeding his progress. You impede somebody's progress and you get called for a foul.
Here's the inbound for Jeff Wilson. Now Burton, battled injury early in this game. He's going to draw the foul. Looks like a little too much body. See if they get Addy or Cotton here. An ultimate instant replay. They're going to put that on Amari Addy, his second.
Cotton had the block, but the foul occurred before that.
There you see our quarter sponsor, Cash, Cash, Cash for Army's Auto Wrecking. They're paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896.
Zod Burton's a 70% free throw shooter this year to go with his 11-point average. Makes the first.
He's up to 3 points, and Burton with 4 now after making both sets of free throws. Early stages of this second quarter. First possession for Lima Senior. Addy backs his way up.
LCC started going man-to-man towards the end of quarter number 1. Stayed with it here.
First bucket for Addy. And a inbound steal. He's going to, not quite, in and out. But offensive rebound. Now here comes Cotton barreling down the lane, and he draws the whistle.
See the turnover that took place. You're so used to, we could just catch the ball and turn and go up court, but if you do that, Lima Senior's got a guy standing there ready to take it away from you, and they played that extremely well. Here's Cotton at the free throw line.
First foul on Jeff Williams. And Cotton First is good.
She walked in the gym right now, Garrett, looked up the scoreboard. Oh, Cotton's got 17. We must be in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Nope. We played 9 minutes.
He's got half their points already. 5 threes. And looking to get to 19 as he releases, and he's an 84% shooter at the line. Already well past his season average. And the steal, and Willie Foster hammers one home.
The zone trap press is causing him a lot of problems. Catching the basketball down in the corner where the Spartans can use the sideline and the end line as extra defenders. And then the quick active hands plus the interceptor ready to go get the basketball as well.
They've just been all over the inbound. Seems like every time LCC's able to get a bucket, there is nowhere to breathe.
Matthew Quatman entered for Lima Central Catholic. He is the only senior on Coach Powell's team.
Williams.
What a pass.
To Parker, turns into 2.
Tremendous pass. Penetration dribble, drew the defender.
Good team basketball right there. And a 3 on the way for Boog Wilson. See, last touch that, I believe it's off of Lima Senior. It'll stay with the T-Birds. 6:25 mark of this second quarter. And the shoe flies off of Wilson, and Lima Senior cannot hold on to the basketball.
Jeff Wilson's a very talented player. He's a 5'4" freshman, and the size and length of the defense has caused him some issues. That time he tried to turn the corner and could not. Fortunately, a Spartan hit it out of bounds. We're going to spend a little time getting some moisture off the court over there.
Try to get that taken care of.
And we'll let Jeff Williams tie his shoe that came off a moment ago. I never had the problem being so fast I ran out of my shoe.
You and me both.
He is a quick, active young player.
And there's Zod Burton. They break the press. Pretty catch and shoot on the wing, and he knocks down that thermal guard 3. That's his second tray of the night. He's up to 10 points in the first half.
That was tremendous press offense right there. From Williams' pass to Burton's to the shot.
And there Noah Simpson gets too far underneath the rack, and then we got a tie-up for the rebound. Going to be a foul against Lima Senior. And, you know, Mark, the one thing that the immediate takeaway is seeing, you know, there's a lot of loose balls. There's quick shots being taken. The pace is so fast that there's almost those fundamental things, those clean things, seem to get out of whack in these games where the points could really be higher if the offensive efficiency was closer to 1, which it could be because of the three-pointers. But as we see again right there, just the game is just moving so fast.
Well, they're trying to back cut through the Lima Senior defense because of the pressure, but Spartans are so active, they're getting hands on balls.
It's going to go off of Lima Senior, and that's the thing right there. The being so shifty, you're throwing away possessions to give Lima Senior the ball back, which, okay, you're able to make the play on defense.
Well, Willie Foster is so good going to the rim. He tried to force his way there that time, and the turnover bounced off his leg, but the defense was good.
Here's the drive for Williams, and he dumps this one off for Klotman. Can't connect. Cotton boards that basketball.
Another really good pass, though.
Quick up the floor, and sliding right through, Willie Foster finishes and gets the foul.
Talk about quickness, though. He was able to get to the rim in a hurry.
So now Foster to the line. 6 quick points. That foul's going to go on Jackson White. And Azad Burton gets his way back in the game for LCC. Matthew Quatman will head out. And Foster, the junior, lets that one fly and knocks it down. He's, again, one of 1, 2, 3 Spartans averaging double figures. A lot of points scored, a lot of ball to go around. And there, a good adjustment in midair by Jackson White. Good feed.
That it was. Got a defender coming from behind trying to block a shot.
And Simpson has the ball ripped out. Last touched by the T-Birds. They'll take it in on the baseline.
The Lima Seniors' early sprint has almost quieted the crowd. They were so awesome in the opening quarter. What a play right there. Woo. Wow, what a spin move.
Spin cycle for Noah Simpson.
Tremendous footwork that time, then the use of the left hand.
Pretty puts his head down, tries to get by. The shot, Deshaun Greer got a piece of it. Look at this again, but the
strength and body control, Jordan Pretty. You know, Jordan is just a junior, but his physical presence, you can see that young man's been in the weight room. He is getting physically stronger. It seems like every time I see him play, and that got him this opportunity for the three-point play.
Shoots 76% at the line. He's got a dozen. Give him another. 13 early for Pretty. He has half of LCC's output so far. And now stolen away. Parker got his hands in there, and he sprints up the floor. Has it ripped out by Foster. It'll stay with the Thunderbirds under their basket.
As rapidly as Lima Senior plays, they've only had 5 turnovers. The pace of the game has been so quick. That's a pretty good number.
It is. So as they'll bring this one in, Pretty will be the trigger man from the baseline to Azad Burton. Now Lima Central Catholic trying to spread out the Spartans, and they're able to draw away. Great feed, Parker to Jackson White, and a good finish.
The Spartans help so much defensively. Sometimes you can get that back cut option. They've had a couple of them here in this one.
Wilson trying to put everybody in position here as we hit the halfway mark of the second quarter. And a handoff here. Cotton, catch and shoot. And he hits again. He's been a little quiet in the second quarter.
Coach Simpson calls a timeout. He got to run a great offensive set there. Got a great back screen.
47-28, Lima Senior. And Metzger's timeout will take it also. 3:44 left in the second. Lima Senior presenting sponsor tonight, Wright State University Lake Campus. Whether you're interested in an associate's or bachelor's degree, Wright State University Lake Campus offers something for you. Visit lake.wright.edu to apply today. And also, from Ricker Lawn and Landscape. Contact Ricker Lawn and Landscape for all of your lawn care needs, including fertilization, weed control programs, aeration, hydro seeding, irrigation service, installation, and more. Halfway through the second quarter in a 47-28 ball game for the Lima Senior Spartans. LCC with the basketball coming out of the Metzger's timeout.
Coach Simpson wanted to play some 2-3 zone. That's why he called the timeout to get his guys set into that.
Azad Burton lets go of a three. Clangs off, boarded by the Spartans. And in the air in the transition game. Long rebound to Noah Simpson. He lets it go again. And look at just Cotton able to get to so many basketballs on the rebounding with those long arms. But Sean Greer cleans up.
You give them 2 offensive rebounds and 3 scoring opportunities the way they're playing at a high efficiency tonight. There's a turnover.
Now Simpson finishes, and it's a race to 50 already for Lima Senior, 51-28.
I like this 2-3 zone. Of course, they're very good in their half-court defense, too, but their length allows them to defend so well.
And there's the inside move for Jordan Pretty, and he finishes after the contact.
Just as I said, that Pretty gets inside to score against that zone. But they can really spread you out with the length that they have that they can put on the floor with the zone.
The turnover goes to LCC. Parker, catch and shoot. Off the mark. Second chance try for the T-Birds. Wilson can't connect from outside.
I think Pretty got bumped in the nose. He's holding on to it like he had an injury situation to it.
Addie's three. Tracked down on the offensive rebound for Simpson. Now Cotton from the volleyball line. Good. Wow.
They ought to make a rule. You got to shoot somewhere within this zip code. You know, I mean, his range is just outstanding. It's gotten bigger as the game's gone along.
And a turnover. Spartans in transition, and Pretty just kind of put the shoulder.
That's a good Jordan Pretty foul right there.
Just trying to do something to slow up the pace.
That's correct.
Yep.
Otherwise, Foster's headed to the rim. He might get an and one opportunity.
Simpson thought about it from way out there. Final 90 seconds of the second quarter.
Quatman's come in, has tried to bang around a little bit with Jaquel Cotton.
Now Addy, step back three. Too hard off the backboard, and as the Thunderbirds were trying to collect the rebound, I think they got Cotton reaching in.
That's the 15th foul. Yes, it is. I thought it was the 15th foul. We could go the other way and shoot free throws.
It's going to be Cotton's first, and see if they put the line. They're going to have Brady Parker.
Brady was actually the one who was matched up with Cotton, just trying to bang him around a little bit, just to keep him out of his rhythm. Try anything you can when somebody's shooting the ball as well as he is.
Parker shoots at a good clip at the line, almost 80%, and has 7 points tonight, make it 8.
His team has made 6 out of 8 free throws as Sean Foster re-enters the game.
Here's reshuffling some of the lineup here. Next one is up and good.
So one way you stop a team from continually getting out in transition, the more times you get to the free throw line, the slower the pace of the game becomes.
Almost a minute to go before the end of this first half, and now the foul situation is kind of inserting itself into the pace of the game.
Brady Parker fought through 2 screens to get out and run Cotton off the three-point line, but in the process of doing so, he fouled him.
That's just the 4th for LCC, so the next infraction would put the Spartans at the line. Willie Foster inbounds, high lob to Jaquel Cotton, spins and kicks. Now Simpson coming down the lane, has his pocket picked by Williams. Little 2-on-2 fast break. Williams short on the lob, but Pretty gets the offensive rebound blocked, but it stays with the T-Birds. They're able to fight through and get the offensive board. There goes Pretty, head down to the hole, and it just hung up there on the rim. Look at this, Cotton off balance, missed, and the putback for Foster.
9th offensive rebound, part of the reason why they have those 56 points.
Now Brady Parker backs it up. Now to Matthew Quatman. Quatman with the bounce back to Parker. Now to Pretty with under 10 to shoot. Pretty with a good first half. Can keep his team in this. Drives from the free throw line, and a high off the window goes in as time expires. Could be a couple of big points for LCC. Tighten things up right before halftime. We'll step aside, take the break. First 2 quarters are in the books from Lima Senior on WOSN. Going back to Lima Senior, where special uniform retirement ceremony for Xavier Simpson coming back, the former Spartan great, the former Michigan Wolverine, and pro basketball player as well. So they're able to honor him the front of this packed house tonight.
Retiring his jersey number this evening. Had to fit into his schedule. He's been playing overseas. Had to, get him back here. We actually had a hole in his schedule. You see his dad, coach there, and brother Noah out there as a part of this as well. come some more family members. What a congratulations to the really fine player, Xavier Simpson.
Yep, pretty cool honor to be able to come back, and also not only special for him, but it's special for the city to be able to see him come home and have this honor during this big game between Lima Senior and LCC. Obviously, the connections for them personally as well, back and forth, seems to be the cherry on top.
That's a fact. Let's take a look at some first half numbers while we watch the ceremony in the background. LCC was 9 of 18 from the 2-point area, 3 of 9 from the arc. They made 7 of 9 free throws. They had 14 rebounds, 6 of those were offensive, and they turned the basketball over 12 times. Lima Senior, 11 of 19 from the floor, 9 of 19 from the 3-point line. They made all 7 of their free throws. They have 21 rebounds, so a 7-rebound margin, plus 10 of those were on the offensive end, and they turned the ball over just 6 times.
They have Simpson addressing the crowd here at Lima Senior. Very nice moment there for Xavier Simpson, as he's thanking so many people out in the crowd. And we'll take a timeout, come back, and we'll give you our halftime adjustments as well as this Lima Cup rolls on here tonight on WOSN. Welcome back to Lima Senior as we get ready for the second half. Our partners tonight include the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking and financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And also by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, our free throw sponsor tonight. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken is located in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Delphos. Come and join us next week, February 17th through the 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. And our dunk sponsor tonight, we've seen a couple slams, is thanks to Wapakoneta Ford. Wapakoneta Ford, view our new and pre-owned inventory at wapakonetaford.net or visit us at 613 North Dixie Highway in Wapakoneta. Third quarter is upon us now here at Mansfield next to Mark Shine tonight, and the Thunderbirds in a bit of a hole, but just the way the scoring has gone in a hurry, not out of the question that this script can flip itself and tighten up pretty fast.
Well, here's what happened in quarter number 2. Lima Senior outscored LCC 23-20. It was a close quarter. That opening quarter, that 33-14 barrage set the tempo for the game, but LCC kind of stabilized it in quarter number 2.
Leading the way, scoring-wise, in that first half, Shaquille Cotton had 25 heading into halftime with 7 3-pointers. And Jordan Pretty led LCC. He has 17 through the first half here tonight. Well, it's going to be Lima Senior basketball coming out of the break. Just got through all that halftime festivities and still a full house.
Assad Burton is on the bench with his ankle and a brace type thing, a wrap of some type, and in his sweatsuit. He is done for this evening. Hopefully they're getting back for the tournament they'll have this coming up this week.
Yep, I'd say probably a wise move with the potential to make a run here. Here's a steal. Pretty pulls up straight away, and he got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 3.
Jordan Pretty's defensive anticipation right at the beginning of that replay by Ultimate Outdoor, and then the foul that occurred from Cotton. But his anticipation defensively to cleanly steal the basketball.
So Pretty at the line for 2. Knocks down the first.
If you look, Garrett, in Allen County, let's say, at the number of sophomore and junior basketball players, the talent in this community is outstanding right now. It spreads through multiple different teams. He missed a second of 3.
And it's not just here, but it's actually starting to, it permeates throughout the area as well. There's a lot of talent has graduated, a lot of talent now playing college ball, and that has opened up the some opportunities for young players to play and play significant minutes. So coming out of that, couple of free throws made. Moriarty sticks with it. Gets 2 quick ones. First points of the half. Look at that backdoor look. Jackson White gets fouled by Cotton. Now he's got 3.
How many times have they been able to run back cuts? Lima Senior pressures so heavily on the perimeter that they've been able to successfully run back cuts. This will get free throws for Jackson White. His team is 9 of 12 from there this evening.
White had 4 points in the first half. First to 2, hits back iron.
Jaquel Cotton will sit down with those 3 fouls and his 25 points. Detroit Mercyhurst, is that correct? And where Mr. Cotton's going to end up?
I believe that's right.
Offensive rebound basket.
Pretty. He's got 4. Here's the drive, and Parker came down a little too much with the hand. Watch it again.
It's that first step, some penetration dribble, and you can try to wall up inside, but when you come down with that much aggressiveness, you're going to get called for the foul, and that's what happened there. Put him to the free throw line.
So here's the first to 2. Noah Simpson makes the first.
Of course, we have multiple comedians on staff at WOSN. Ryan Shadowald, our stat guru, said, "How's he get to wear this number? They just retired it." I think brother would be happy to see Noah wear this one.
Allow it for a little bit longer, right?
Yeah. Noah's just a sophomore and a very talented one at that.
There's the drive for Williams.
You know, he is third on his team in rebounding at 5'4".
That's pretty incredible.
And you saw it right there. He just went up high quickly and snatched the ball out of the air.
There's Foster with the steal, and he misses the dunk. That's 2 slams in transition. The Spartans have left points out there. And there's a loose ball. Possession still not settled. It's Williams who emerges with it. Just floats one up there, rattles it home. 2 more for the T-Birds. That's Williams' first points of the game.
Leads down to 20. And
there,
was
Isaiah.
Down to 20.
Yeah, Boog Wilson gets to the hole. It scores. He's going to get the foul, too.
Of course, we know about Boog Wilson's physical talents on the football field, and that right there, he showed that strength that he got as a football player to muscle it up and score and get contact.
They're going to get a change. Deshaun Greer comes in. Willie Foster heads out for Lima Senior. And the second one on the way. In and out. Pretty and White able to team up on the Lima Central Catholic. Rebound. Now Williams, a little stop and go, dumps it off, and the finish. Drew Peaster, his first bucket.
Really another good pass from Jeff Williams.
Open look on the wing. Sean Foster lets it fly, and he buries. 3-pointers still raining down for the Spartans in the second half.
Jeff Williams got caught in a screen at the top of the circle, lost his balance, and that allowed Foster to free up.
And we got a whistle outside.
That will be the 3rd foul on Sean Foster as he got caught sticking his hand in the cookie jar.
That's 2 Spartans now with 3 fouls.
Sean is so talented at poking the ball loose in that situation without getting a foul called, but not that time.
Thunderbirds setting things up. Jump pass from Williams. White has to pump fake one way. Now Williams with a pocket, and look at the finish. Just spun it right off the window.
That he did. Put some English on the basketball, kicked it off, kissed it off the glass.
And the jumper. Thunderbirds grab the rebound. Pretty was out running out, but he gets the catch here. Fires a three, turning around and knocks it down. Big time shot from Jordan Pretty. Triggers a timeout. And it's under 20. Lima Central Catholic trying to bottle this up and keep it going. We'll step out for the Metzger's timeout. Look after this from Lima Senior. Out of the timeout, they're brought to you tonight by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 409-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. This third quarter action is also brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Cash, cash, cash. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896.
Lima Central Catholic has outscored Lima Senior 13-9 here in the first 3 minutes plus of quarter three.
And there's the whistle. He's starting to pile up.
Yeah, Jeff Wilson thought he was going to head baseline that time, and when he came back to his left off the screen, he left his feet already. Wilson gets called for the foul. And each team has 3 fouls here in the quarter, and we've not yet played 3.5 minutes.
And inbound for the Spartans, getting themselves set up. Working with an 18-point lead. Well, dip underneath for Boog Wilson. He's got 2 buckets in the quarter.
A good ball fake that time to get his defender up in the air and then score slipping inside of him.
Ball on the floor. Wilson basically getting picked up by some of the bigger Lima Senior players.
He is so fast on the basketball court. He was able to split the trap that time, but then got doubled up inside, and arrow favors LCC.
So the Thunderbirds from underneath their basket. And all the way for Parker, and the 3 off the inbound pass from Pretty. Second 3 of the night for Brady Parker.
Cuts it to 17.
Another 3 on the way. Boog Wilson, no. Wilson with the, or make that Williams with the rebound for the Thunderbirds.
Made a couple of drives to the goal, so his defense laid back that time. He thought he had an opportunity from the three-point line, but it didn't fall for him.
Low pass from Parker. Pretty recovers. Turns onto the defense. Poked out by Addy.
Good hands by Mariotti. Slapped the ball out of bounds before Purdy could get his turnaround jump shot going.
Pretty with the bounce into Williams. Fires a 3. Pretty with the offensive rebound. Almost had the putback, but he's still standing strong. And from his back, falling backward, draws the foul. Yeah, well, just look at the not quit. 3-on-1 going for these rebounds.
Jeff Williams gets up limping a little bit. Pretty with a nice offensive rebound opportunity. 24 points, looking at 5 and 6 perhaps. That's 2 freshmen that have had ankle injuries this evening and heading into the tournament. Not a good sign for Coach Powell. You hope that's
right.
Not something that carries over. Their tournament action, they were the #1 seed. They'll play Ada on the 21st. And then move into the Elida District, looking at the winner of Bluffton and Wayne Trace if they get by the Ada Bulldogs.
Second one good. 26 points now for Pretty. Is that how they're calling it now? There's no sectional, but
it's
kind
odd
of is
because
now?
yeah,
And it's one game.
Well, Mr. Ute said last year, here's backdoor cut.
And the 3 on the way for Lima Senior, no good. And up and in, little scoop, Moriarty.
Mr. Ute said that there are no longer sectional tournaments. It's all just district action. However, if you look on the Northwest Ohio website, Northwest Ohio District Board website, it still calls them sectional tournaments. So, not sure how we deal with that.
News must not have got up this way. After the 3 of Parker, quick answer for Noah Simpson.
He just muscled his way to the glass that time.
Well, if you look at Lima Seniors tournament draw, that is exactly how that works, straight into the district.
Yeah, there's only 64 teams in Division I and Division II. Big scramble. Good hustle play. Just the 8th Spartan turnover.
Long three, Jordan Pretty, good! Big time shot. All of a sudden, that big Spartan lead is down to 13.
It's a 13-point game. It's been a 24-point T-Bird quarter.
And a lot of this, they've been able to keep Cotton in check. You know, he's been in and out with 3 fouls. Now Lima Senior kind of forced back on their heels a little bit, see how they react.
Somebody forgot to tell the Thunderbirds the game was over. They've come out and really played in the second half. Good back cut. Really nice offense.
Finishes at the rack. He's got 27. Pretty has 29. Parker, catch and shoot. Too strong.
That might have been a bit quick in their offense. I know it's kind of a heat check. He's made some from out there, 3, I think, this evening, and had an open look. But there were people ready to offensive rebound that time. It might have been a quick shot, but hard to fault a guy who's played well this evening. Looking at 15 points.
Last minute of the quarter. Flip into the corner. Nobody comes to get Addy, so he lets it go, and he misses. Now Lima Central Catholic. Pretty's able to find contact.
This might be a shooting foul because I think it's team foul 5.
Yep.
I thought they updated the scoreboard. I thought it was wrong. They've got Jordan Pretty with 29 now, and they had him at 25 just a moment ago, so they had to fix that. Half of their 58 points. And to the free throw line he goes, his team tonight. See, looks like they're 11 of 16 tonight at the foul line.
First of 2 misses.
You started to talk about Lima Senior. There are 64 teams in Division I with our new 7 divisions. There are 64 teams in Division II. That's where Lima Senior is. Hence, there is no true sectional game for them, just a 4-team district. And that will be, they play Waite on the, who was an 8 seed on the 25th. Second free throw goes. I think those games are at Fostoria as well. Sectional games at home if you're the higher seed, but not in district action. Of course, it's a 5-week tournament this year. There's a separate week for state semifinals and state finals. And the state finals back in the University of Dayton as they have been for the last few years. Lima Senior playing last shot of the quarter with a 14-point lead.
And timeout, yep. You're going to talk it over. Up 14 with 16 seconds left. Take the Metzger Financial Services timeout as well. Be back with more on WOSN. Final 16 seconds of the third quarter. Thunderbirds and Spartans seen this game go from 22 at halftime down to 14.
I like how Coach Simpson did this. Good chance to work on a last-second shot at the end of the quarter. Call timeout and get it set. Something you may need to do in the tournament.
Pull up for Foster. No good. And that's where we stand after 3, 59 or 73-59. Quite a quarter for the LCC T-Birds. Final 8 minutes going on the board. Don't miss it. It's next on WOSN. Back with our fourth quarter of action. It's brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Cash, cash, cash. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for all your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896.
Lima Central Catholic turned the ball over 12 times in the first half, just 1 in that quarter when they outscored Lima Senior 25-17.
30 points out of Jordan Pretty tonight for LCC. Lima Seniors, Jaquel Cotton had 25 at halftime. T-Birds kept him to 2 during that last quarter. First possession, and it's a miss, and now it's a 3-on-2 heading the other way. Up ahead to Parker, finishing with the left hand. Beautiful miss, or make with the opposite hand.
Good steal by Pretty. Tremendous anticipation.
for three.
Watch
Good.
out. Here come the Thunderbirds.
33 points for Jordan Pretty. This game is down to single digits, and now the crowd getting back into it. They've been out of it since about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter.
It was big basket.
Spartans get one back with Boog Wilson.
Remember a moment ago, Boog missed a three-pointer. Coach took him out and talked to him. He went right to the rim that time.
And Jeff Wilson draws the first whistle of the fourth quarter. That's 4 on Amariati.
That defensive play a moment ago by Pretty to anticipate the lengthy pass, get a steal, and then go full court to bury a three. Tremendous athleticism by that young man.
Here's LCC with the basketball. Down 11. They're paying special attention to Pretty, but here Jackson White gets open, misses a three. And Cotton, he's gonna get the benefit of the foul. And I don't know if I'm crazy about trying to pass the ball in that situation. With you're 6'7". Come and get it, settle it down, and then take off and run.
Yeah, they are so ingrained to go in transition at every opportunity. He was trying to push that, and you're right, he got bailed out a little bit by the foul call.
Yeah, that was bound to be a T-Bird takeaway. Here's an open three, Boog Wilson. He's going to get his rebound and the stick back.
He has made 2 huge plays since the score went to 9.
And he's going to get hit with a foul the other way. That is 2 on Wilson. Yet 2 players with 3 fouls, 1 with 4 for Lima Senior. 2 team fouls on the board.
Cotton has sat for such a long time. You wonder, sometimes you got to get back in the flow of the game for a while. He hasn't really had a scoring opportunity.
Williams, look at that. Jackson White open, but the block. Sean Foster got in there, swatted it away.
Yeah, tremendous play by Sean Foster, and Wilson went to the rim. Somebody got a hand on his shot.
Now Pretty backs up, trying to get around the defense. They stepped out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like the official from down below is calling a foul.
I think it's a good call. Typically the out official has that call, but it was a correct call. Tried to turn the corner, got bumped out of bounds.
That's 2 against Willie Foster. Wilson backing himself up. The T-Birds fan out. Wilson, baseline. Tried to throw it around Cotton. Not much success there, but the loose ball still going to keep it on the T-Birds end of the floor.
And the emotion of the crowd now has transferred to the players, and things are really active on the floor. Sean Foster going after that one. We're going to get a timeout.
We'll take one too. 77-64, Lima Senior with the lead. We'll take the Metzger's stoppage and be back. Back at Lima Senior in the fourth quarter. And our sponsors tonight, Wright State Lake Campus. Whether you're interested in an associate or bachelor's degree, Wright State University Lake Campus offers something for you. Visit lake.wright.edu to apply today. Game tonight is also presented by Ricker Lawn and Landscape. Contact Ricker Lawn and Landscape for all of your lawn care needs, including fertilization, weed control programs, aeration, hydro seeding, irrigation service, installation, and more. 5:25 mark of the game. Final 8 minutes on the board in regulation. LCC's had a great second half, tightening this game up.
Coach Powell has used his 3rd timeout. Coach Simpson still has 3 remaining.
T-Birds in their own end. And the inbound, Williams trying to get the inbound pass. And Willie Foster chasing it down. I'm just going to call that out of bounds.
I think Willie knocked it out of bounds.
So we'll re-rack and do it from the other end of the floor. 5:22, fourth quarter. And the inbound pass stolen away. Boog Wilson coming alive. And that's slammed down by Willie Foster.
It's another play by Boog Wilson right there. He's made some plays on the offensive end. That was a really good defensive play.
And a long tray for Brady Parker. That was almost from the parking lot.
Great distance on that.
We've seen guys tonight with the confidence to shoot that from so far out.
Brady Parker had made just 15 on the season. He's got a bunch of them tonight. Finish at the other end.
He's got 22 now.
He is really playing well this evening as the lead is at 10 with 4:40 to go. Wilson out directing traffic. Showing some leadership skills from his senior position.
There he is on the wing. Cotton gives him some space to shoot. Off the mark. Jeff Williams tracks down the miss. LCC with a chance to make this a single-digit deficit. Got to find a way to get buckets and stops. They're going to come up empty on this possession. Spartans coming downhill, and Wilson got up there. I think he got a hand on the rim to put that down.
Just his ability to go to the rim and then explode up that time. Sean Foster with another almost steal attempt out front.
Williams for three.
And that's
Quatman.
That's a pretty easy call. That was a push in the back right in front of the official. Appreciate Quatman playing hard, trying to get to the offensive rebounding area, but got caught that time on a good check out by Sean Foster.
Brings to the 4-minute mark here in this fourth quarter. Spartans by a dozen with the ball. Bring it right down the floor. Sean Foster to Willie Foster. Foster catches and shoots, and from straight away knocks down the three.
Spartans had missed their last 6 3-point field goal attempts. That was a big one. Put them up 15.
And the three-point shot was poured in early and often in the first half. 15-point game.
Jaquel Cotton showing his defensive prowess on this possession. There you go.
Big block. T-Birds keep the ball. Skip pass for White. Didn't have a good angle. We're under 3 to go. And Cotton sails to the rack. Adds 2 more to his total tonight. He's up to 29. Quick three for Pretty, who's got 33. Turns into Spartan basketball. Now here's Wilson. Now to Addy to back it away. And there's the steal. Jeff Wilson stops from 3 and in and out. Offensive rebound put back for Jackson White. Timeout T-Birds with 2:08 to play. It's a 15-point game. LCC looking to put the pieces in the right place for maybe one last run. We'll take the Metzger timeout as well and be back on WOSN. Back at Lima Senior, where our free throw sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, they're in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Delphus. Join us next week, 17th through the 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, famous for catering too. And our three-point sponsor is ThermalGuard Window and Door, quality doors and windows from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. 2 minutes left And Lima Senior starting to spread the lead back out. LCC, a whale of a comeback in that third quarter. Spartans with the ball out of the Metzger timeout.
See if they work on some end of game situations, or if they continue to put the foot on the gas pedal and go to it. See Foster back to back it up.
Sean Foster drives, kicks. Now Moriarty with some space to shoot. Sends the three on the way. No. Offensive rebound for Willie Foster between two T-Birds. Splits the difference and gets a bucket.
You got to go find Willie Foster on the offensive rebound situation.
Loose ball. Stolen by Lima Senior. Now Sean Foster to the rack. And it's a 90-burger for the Spartans.
Only once in the history of this game has the winning team scored 100 points. Lima Senior put 101 on the board back in 66-67 season. Looked like they were headed that way for a while before LCC stabilized things, but then the Spartans have gone back to it here in quarter number 4 and really played well.
When you put up 33 in the first quarter like they did tonight, that is quite the start. They put up 56 in the first half.
To the Thunderbirds' credit, they won the middle 2 quarters, 45-40, but Lima Senior got it going here again this quarter as Williams skates into the lane.
Gets through. He's got 6 for the night. He's been a factor, and he's going to be a piece to this rivalry for a couple more years to come.
Absolutely.
Final minute of the action is starting to see a handful of folks trickle out, try to beat the crowd. It's not going to be a fun one to leave, but got plenty of action still in here. 35 seconds left. And a bucket for Brady Parker. He's had a heck of a game. 24 points tonight to go with Jordan Pretty's 33.
He has really played well. We got another dime handed to him by Jeff Williams that time, though.
And the way this one shaping up as Cotton misses, this will snap Lima Central Catholic's 8-game winning streak. Send them to 14-7 with the 3 there near at the end. Lima Senior will end up at 19-2. Let's take a look at this final bucket here in the closing moments. Once again, tomahawk from Sean Foster. And an exciting matchup ends with some fireworks. 92-75, your final. Lima Senior to 19-2. One more regular season game to try to get 20 before tournament play begins. LCC falls to 14-7. We'll wrap this one up. Don't go anywhere. Our Stolly Hustle Award winner will be announced when we return with the final numbers here on WOSN. Hi again from Lima Senior. The Spartans victorious tonight, 92-75. Getting a big victory over Lima Central Catholic, but where they were able to spread out the lead into the 20s. LCC, a feverish comeback in the third quarter, made this one interesting coming down the stretch, gave us a nice finish.
Well, LCC outscored Lima Senior 45-40 in the middle 2 quarters. A lot of that was in quarter number 3 when it was 25-17. They shot it well, they defended well. I think Lima Senior lost a little bit of edge. It was a very lengthy halftime. Their players sat out and watched the presentation of Xavier Simpson. I think they were just a little slow getting going, but they rallied in the fourth quarter, won that one 19-16.
Before we get to our final numbers, let's start that final recap with our Stolly Hustle Award winner. Check out highlights of tonight's Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page. And Mark, we're going to go with the guy that we kind of noted off camera and off break. This guy was the closer tonight.
Agreed. That's Boog Wilson right there. You saw Chris Jackson, the assistant coach there in the white shirt along with him. I thought he played really, really well in the fourth quarter. When it got to be kind of tight, he took the ball to the rim several times. He missed a 3 one time, got his own rebound, got a stick back. His defense was very good. Senior playing in his final Lima Cup game. I think we go with Boog Wilson tonight.
Did fantastic. Had 13 points, and 10 of those were in the second half to help buoy the Spartans when LCC cut this lead down into single figures in the second half. Other important numbers coming down the stretch. What do you got, Mark?
Well, let's get our final numbers this way. LCC shot 18 of 33 from two-point line. Lima Senior was 24 of 41 tonight. LCC made 9 of 21 three-point field goals. Lima Senior was 11 of 28, but just 2 of 9 in the second half. Free throw shooting, LCC was 12 of 19. Lima Senior 9 for 10. LCC actually won the rebounding battle 33-31, but they turned it over 16 times to Lima Senior's 11.
Jordan Pretty led all scorers with 33 tonight. He was lights out from inside and out. And how about the game from Brady Parker?
But Brady Parker was outstanding. That sophomore, he came in this evening. Brady was averaging 6.3 points per game, made 15 three-point field goals on the season. He put up 24 tonight, made some threes. If he plays at that level, they're going to be really tough out in the tournament. Now, you hope that Burton and Williams, who had some ankle injuries, it looked like, although Williams finished the game, hopefully they're able to play in the tournament and get it going again. But good things going for Lima Central Catholic right now.
For the final part of the season, one more on the schedule for Lima Senior, and now the week-long tune-up for LCC to take on Ada.
Lima Senior goes to Wayne tomorrow. Hooper Heights Wayne tomorrow. Hooper Heights Wayne was 13-7. They lost last night to Northmont. Kind of a final tune-up, and maybe in a way a good thing because they don't play their tournament game until the 25th. So we look at the schedule, go, why would you play this late in the season? Well, there's a reason for it. You don't play your tournament game for a while, so they get a game tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will allow them to go and get a chance to play that game. You can see their schedule coming up here for Lima Senior. Thanks to Jennifer for putting that up for us. But, yeah, I think it's good for Lima Senior. They played so well in the first half and then recovered in the fourth quarter, showed really outstanding play in the fourth quarter.
Well, there you have it for tonight. Your final, again, 92-75. A couple of thank yous to get out there. AD here at Lima Senior, John Zell. See our crew up there as well. Everybody making a part for it tonight. And everybody in the building, out of the building as well. And also thanks to our partners, Wright State Lake, Army's Auto Wrecking, Ricker Lawn and Landscape, the State Bank, Stolly Insurance, Least Famous Recipe Chicken, Webb Insurance Agency, Ultimate Outdoor, Thermal Guard Window and Door, Metzger Financial Services, and Wapakoneta Ford. It was a fun one tonight, Mark.
It was really fun. The first quarter the Lima Senior played, just an outstanding display of basketball. But then LCC kind of got it turned around a little bit, so it was fun to watch them play as well.
Everybody got their money's worth here tonight.
Sir.
92-75, your final once again. He's Mark Shine. I'm Garrett Mansfield saying good night from Lima Senior. Thank you for watching high school basketball tonight on WOSN.